So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They're going to throw it again. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Release to the back. Quick completion on the out.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Texas Tech, 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Gets it out fast. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route and find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Jayhawks are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
And nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets open down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the...
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play. To the
and you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Vasquez. He makes the connection. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it's right down the boulevard. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. On the move is the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What a catch and run for 6. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Vasquez. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. From the shotgun, the inside give. And short of the first down, maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
He's got his man. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Try to get it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the foot.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Kansas. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 7 of the drive. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.